All right, hello, everybody. How is everybody today? Hello, Vero. Hello, Danny. Oh my goodness. I gotta do a big stretch. Mark it on your bingo card. A big ol' stretch. How is everybody? I'm very excited and also just like fucking chill about today. I was like, I need to get this room tidier. I must increase the bust. And by increase the bust, I mean I must get this room a little tidier. And so I was kind of like, I was like, I need to stream today. And so I was like, you know what I can do is I can like combine two things into one, and I can do cabochons today after I do a simple little mani. Hello, Sark. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, you missed my big stream where I talked all about Good Springs. It was fabulous. It was fantastic. It was also cold and so very wet, but okay, you will appreciate this. So Sark is the karaoke DJ that knows me the best. And so you will appreciate this, and you will be like, yeah, that sounds right. Of all people, I think you will be like, yeah, that sounds right. Danny says she's been tidying like crazy. Most of the garage is decluttered. That's amazing. I know you've been working on that for like months or years. Organized, you've reclaimed your dining room. Danny, I'm so proud of you. Anyway, so I'll tell you this briefly because everyone else has heard this. But so I made these little things of jet, and I actually have one right here. This little thing of jet, and don't they look fantastic? This is FDM printed, and then 24 solid hours of processing. 24 solid hours. I'm also going to briefly, while I talk about this, I will bring up my, I know that everybody who heard this last week are going to be like, we heard this last week, but you don't understand is that my life, I must repeat. I must repeat this for the people who weren't here last week. Anyway, this is my costume. I looked fucking fantastic, as you can tell. Everybody was obsessed with the Yowie paddle. Anyway, I made these jets, and then there was karaoke. There was Sister Bestie Lackerdactyl / Chris. Hello. So I am so fucking hyped, y'all. We are watching The Mummy, which I've never watched all the way through, or maybe I did when I was a child. I'm not sure. And then we are watching Hot Fuzz, which should have gotten every Academy Award. Thank you, Jadoob. 16 months, damn. Anyway, I know the Mummy thing. Oh my God, yes, the nitrous card. We're thinking of making. We have ideas. Anyway, Hot Fuzz is the best. Hot Fuzz is so funny and also just such a fucking good movie. Just so fucking good. Anyway, thank you, Dippy. Thank you. Resub for 15 months. Holy crap. We got a hype train going. You got to make it up to tier 2 in order for everybody to get their special emote. And that's only people who go in the hype train. And so that is 1 sub, 1 gifted sub, or 100 bits. So if you are into that, you can do that. It'll be fun for everybody. So now is the time. Anyway, cute little dung beetles that burrow into the skin. That's the thing, is that there's things that like don't fuck with other people as much. I love horror, and The Mummy has things that makes me go, ugh. Well, we're gonna rewatch it today, and it'll be great, I'm sure. Anyway, point is though, let me tell this really briefly for Sark, who wasn't here last Friday or last Tuesday. Anyway, so there was karaoke, and 2 days I missed karaoke. There were 3 days of karaoke, and I missed 2 of them because I was tired. And then on the 3rd night, finally, I made it to karaoke, and I like got there a little late. Thank you, Vero. I got there a little bit late, so like
X100.
I ended up going like pretty late, like 3 hours into the evening. Anyway, so I asked for Criminal by Fiona Apple, but also had the backup of Undecided by Ella Fitzgerald, which plays in the Fallout 4 soundtrack. And I get up there. Thank you, son. Thank you. I get up there and they're like, oh, do you want to sing Undecided? And I was like, oh yeah, I'll sing Undecided. So I sang it, and of course I need to not show y'all my creator dashboard. Of course I fucking nailed it. Of course, you know that. Sark knows that. And there was this lady in the front row I was making eyes with, and I blew her a kiss with my Yowie paddle. And she was like, whoo. And she threw me $1. And then a bunch of people started throwing me dollars. And then one dude who I'm now Instagram mutuals with, threw me a fucking $50. So I found him, and like Hubs was like, that guy, it was that guy. That guy gave you 50. You should go give him a jet. And so I did. I went and gave him a jet, and I gave him a button that says Cherry Bomb loves you. And he was like, oh my God, you have no idea what this means to me. I always perform because I got high. 50 doll hairs. I told him that next time I see him, I'm going to have him sign it. He's one of the organizers, actually. I told him I needed him to sign it next time. So yeah, next time he's going to sign it. But yeah, he threw me a fucking 50, if you can believe it, which we needed because, I mean, I'm not spending it, but we went to the Mad Greek on the way back. Don't go to the Mad Greek. It's not very good. And it's so fucking expensive. Anyway, so yeah, so that was a beautiful time. And then the next day I met some voice actors. I met Cherry Bomb's voice actor because I'm a Vault 111 survivor. So she's Jack in Mass Effect, and she is a sole survivor, female sole survivor, Nora, or Cherry Bomb as I named her, in Fallout 4. And then I met Paladin Dance, and he was very, very cute. And then I met the voice of Shea Gorath in Oblivion, who also voices all of the Protectrons and also voices most of the super mutants, including Fox from Fallout 3. And I made these buttons, and I can open up, hold on. I can really quickly, I'll just open up my, I'm just gonna open up my Canva so I can show you the buttons. You've played Oblivion, right, Sark? I'm recapping this mostly for Sark, but if you weren't here, I did do the Fallout fan celebration, and it was amazing. So I made some buttons. I'm in the middle of editing this was the Nick Valentine I made, but I think I'm gonna be like going more in this direction with it. I made this, and this one's perfect. So Paladin Dance signed. You have not, but you have Oblivion. You need to play it. Okay. Well, the point is, there's this character. I also made We Sell Chems buttons. I only made like 8 of them total, and they were very popular. This is the Cherry Bomb Loves You. I had the voice actor of Cherry Bomb sign that. Cherry Bomb is my player character, but the custom name for my player character. I made these I'm a jet lover, not a jet fighter buttons, which were also very popular, and I was really surprised. I made this Butch Deloria plain. And then this used to just be like these 4 things. Then I realized he needed a brat. He needed it to say brat, because Butch Deloria is a brat, and I love that about him. Anyway, I made this as a character in Oblivion, and the voice actor was there. This is one of his big, he's like the star of the Shivering Isles DLC. And I gave this to him, and his character has this like Irish accent. And so like, anyway, he signed it. He was so sweet, just like sweetest guy. And then as I was walking away, he was like, thanks for the daddy button. And I was like, ah! Ah! Because I gave him and Paladin Dance a little like gift wrapped set. Actually, I wrapped like the ribbon around it was like part of a shirt I had cut. I had this shirt to wear under my vault suit because my character is a chem dealer, and I thought it'd be really fucking funny to be wearing this. But like I cut up a red shirt in this same fashion, and I wrapped up their presents in it because I thought it was like Fallout-y. But anyway, so yeah, I made that for him. And then I have like some stuff that I'm gonna make more. And this is my favorite. There's no love interest in Oblivion, but this is the person from the Dark Brotherhood who I love so much, and I'm writing a fanfic about, and hopefully the next year I'll have it done. I haven't released any of it, but I have like the bulk writing of it done, but now we just need the fine tuning, which is the hardest. Anyway, so yeah, that was that was more or less my weekend. It was so freaking rainy. It was crazy. Wait, Vera, what did you say something that you need to ahem about? And the edit, yes, you need to edit this fanfic. You need to edit it. You've read the first chapter, I think. You have read the first chapter. Vero edits my fanfic. Oh, yay! We successfully hype trained. Let me open up my thing and see what I got in the hype train. I need to go to the stream manager. I hope I got this frog thing. Unfortunately, I just opened. Yes, I did. Oh my God, this is amazing. That is amazing. Anyway, how was everybody's holidays? I know a lot of us just spent it I mean, I didn't really do anything special. I didn't do anything special. I feel like we need more light. Oh, here it is. Here it is. There we go. Here's the more light. I want to move this back a little bit. There we go. There we go. How was everybody's holiday? I know, yeah, like I said, many of us like just did not do much for the holiday. Yours full of trials, tribulations, a tornado. Was there literally a tornado? I had no idea. I had no idea. By the way, I saw somebody wear the brand that must not be named Metamorphosis recently. It was the Alpha Susan, Earth Girl Uneasy. Earth Girl Uneasy was wearing Metamorphosis. So my idea for the day, today's idea, is I use this this Glitter Fingers plate. Glitter Fingers is one of my favorite artists, nail artists. And they did collab with this other brand that must not be named. And before I stopped buying from them, I did buy this plate from them. And I love Glitter Fingers, so it's perfect. I'm gonna just do this bone pattern with Magna Opus by Hit the Bottle. And I'm gonna do it over Metamorphosis. Let's see, you're slowly inching your way to figuring out how to stream to Twitch on an overlay you like. You don't know how to animate things. Hopefully by Sunday I'll be ready to test it. I need to reply to you. I need to reply to you. I have so many things I need to reply to right now. You had a very lazy Thanksgiving. It was perfect. That's beautiful. 10 minutes from the house while we were leaving. Oh my God, that's crazy. Danny, I showed a friend of mine Flaming Big Text, and they were like, what's the use case? What's the use case of big text, of the big text flame emoji? And I was like, I had to think about it for a second. And I was like, looking upon the chaos you created with confident indifference. And I was like, also, if anybody brings up Texas, also if I bring up big text, which is not infrequent. It's not infrequent how much I bring up big text. All right. Metamorphosis is here. I do need to remove my nail polish, and I did. I just ordered a bunch more cotton balls. But I did bring some, I brought some cotton rounds in because I just don't like removing my nail polish with the little pads, with the little, those lint-free wipes. They are so perfect. They are so perfect for cleaning bottle tops. And everything else I don't like. Yeah, exactly. Also Texas. Yeah, also when we talk about Texas. But if you're looking for like, what do you do? What do you do with like if you were looking for like more of a vibe situation where you would use the big text emoji, I think looking upon the chaos you created with confident indifference is really what we got there. Is really what we got. Also, I haven't spoken to you all. I'm wearing Poison Apple. It's very peeled because I have lost control of my life. I'm wearing Poison Apple by Rogue Lacquer because I went to a Combat Radio Christmas Carol, and it was a very interesting experience. So a Combat Radio Christmas Carol is a fundraiser for NMOSD, which is a disease that actually, I think it also affects children. But mostly we watched a little video about it. It affects adults, and it's often mistaken for MS. I don't know much about it. It's like, it's some sort of ocular thing. It's often mistaken for MS, but unfortunately MS medications and treatments make it worse. So it's actually really unfortunate that it is mistaken for MS so often. But it was a fundraiser for that. But they also invited a bunch of nonprofits to come and, like, I don't know, just be there. And they wanted us to protest. They were like, they invited 5051 Orange County, and they were like, bring whoever, you can have up to 50 tickets, even bring protesters. And unfortunately, we only were able to gather up 14 people. Even, like, it was annoying. Like, you know, it's a busy time. It's a busy time. We were only able to, like, get 14 people to go. But we had a really good time, and I should show you all some of the pictures that we took. I mean, I did post some in the Discord. Let me open them. If I just put them in, like, random photos, or did I put them in activism? There are many different things that happened. I'm sure I put the big one in activism. Oh yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna bring over Discord, which is like a risk, but we're gonna take the risk today. So this is my friend Vanjie. My friend Vanjie was the Portland Frog. And the costume that we have has like a holographic or iridescent like insert to see out of with the face. And that was actually a really, really effective face hider. It was, you know, usually when you look at these like costumes, you can kind of like see the face being like, soon. And like in some of the pictures, you can see her face being like, soon. But not usually. I love my friend Vanjie. She is a combat nurse veteran from Vietnam. So that gives you an idea of her age. And she is just, as you can imagine, she's just baller. She's a baller in a shot collar. And she is just the sweetest lady. And she wanted to wear the frog suit, but her other ideas, she was like, I can wear the frog suit, or I can wear, what'd she say? She's like, I can wear a little black dress. I can wear a tuxedo, or I could wear, weeping woman with shrouded child. And I was like, these all sound incredible. All of these sound incredible. I still don't really know what's up with the weeping woman with shrouded child. I need to ask her. Anyway, so that's our frog. And yeah, this is our crew. One of my friends designed these signs. We printed them, and I put them together. This is us on the red carpet, which is really just like a location that we could go and get pictures taken of us. There wasn't really any media, like we all got media trained for this. There wasn't really much media to talk to, but I will tell you the story about why I was so glad we got media trained. I'll tell you, because it was crazy. There's that picture. There were cosplayers, including Leatherface. Here is Leatherface. Here is Leatherface photobombing our picture and doing a fist, which I thought was really, really funny. And yeah, we had a really good time. Here's me and a bunch of my comrades. And then let me really quickly show you, they also had this like, whoa, I do not want that to be playing out loud. They also had this like 360, can I see this in like full, you can't see this in full HD, but like this 360 photo thing, which was like really cool. It was just like on a thing. My friend here, he's actually running for city council in Irvine. He looks like he looks like he's in like Les Mis. He's like looking so serious. He's always looking that way. He's also a combat veteran. I mean, he's not a combat nurse veteran, but they can't all be winners, you know? No, he's amazing though. He's amazing. And then I'll show you the random photos. And then the very good thing that happened was that, is it a random? Yeah. We are basically in Les Mis right now. I think about Les Mis a lot because I think about how like so many of the people in activism are just like students and like that's Les Mis as well. We can hear the people sing. Anyway, I met a handsome friend. His name is Barry Under the Bed. He sings anti-fascist songs on Instagram. And after we met, I tagged him in a picture and he slid into my DMs. And so we are, we're talking about collabing in an anti-fascist way. So it's very fun. There's our frog back there. And my friend over here actually pointed him out and was like, are you big on Instagram? Do you know that puppet? And he's like, he sings like anti-fascist songs, or that snarky movie about the death of Lenin. Which movie about the death of Lenin? I don't know which movie that is. Anyway, so point is that we're talking about collabing, but I was so taken by this puppet, as you can see. Oh yeah, my friend told me what he did. Hello, Danielle. Hello. And so I was able, the puppeteer, I think, started talking to me. I don't remember if he started talking to me or if I started talking to him. We started talking to each other. And I was able to like seamlessly go from like, because of what my friend had told me, talking to the puppeteer to turning to the puppet and being like, and I hear that you sing anti-fascist songs on Instagram. And I was so proud of myself. And I was also so like, happy to just be able to interact with the puppet. I was just so excited. I'm like, oh my God, I get to talk to a puppet right now. It doesn't take much. It doesn't take much. Death of Stalin. What is, I mean, the movie's presumably about the death of Stalin. I don't think I've seen it. Know what we need to watch though? Know what we really need to watch? We gotta watch Network sometime. Because we're all mad as hell and we're not gonna take it anymore. I hope we're not gonna take it anymore. I don't want to take it anymore. By the way, I think I'm gonna be doing short nails for a while. I have to watch Death of Stalin. Okay, I will. I think I'm gonna start playing my guitar again. And also I've just wanted to do so much stuff with my hands that I think I'm gonna be doing some short nails for a while. But you know, that is totally fine. Honestly, when I have long nails, it's nice to have all that space for activities, but I often am like, this is too much room. You know me, I want everything to be tiny, and I just want people to put me in a little box. I just want to be put, oh my God, Steve Buscemi's, okay, all right. I want to be put in a little box, and I want to have to think my way. I want to have to make it the best box ever, is how I enjoy creating. That's what I like to do. So I think I just am going to box myself and make short nails and be like, Jeffrey Tambor as Gregory Malenkov, amazing. Or Georgie. I don't know how. I also don't know who that person is, but I do know who Jeffrey Tambor is. Ew, short nails, gross. He even does that. It's like gross boy shit. Real women have long nails. So not true. So not true. I always keep this hand short. I always keep the right hand short. There we go. I met Jeffrey Tambor once on my Jungle Cruise boat, and a plaid, a guest relations person who was escorting him around the park came over, and I knew this guest relations person. Only character to call out, all the other character, Jason Isaacs. I love Jason Isaacs. Jesus Christ, there's like nail polish or something, or maybe just like regular paint in like the corner of my nail. It does not want out. What was I saying? I was saying something about someone. I don't fucking know. Oh yeah, Jeffrey Tambor. A plaid that I knew. He was a good friend of mine. So we were like, we weren't close, but we knew each other well. He came over and he was like, he had Jeffrey Tambor with him. And he was like, who's the funniest skipper here today? And like, what you gotta know about me is, I'll be honest, if somebody comes up and asks that, I'm not gonna oversell myself. I'm gonna look around and be like, okay, who here is the best? And I looked around and I was like, actually, it's me. So yeah, I took him by my boat and we had a nice conversation. That movie makes you laugh as you weep for how very close to reality it probably is. Like Veep turning out to be prophetic. I don't know. I've never watched Veep. I've never watched Veep. I've been painting, by the way, so... I have been painting up a storm. I've got this Wizard with Cart mini that's like definitely Gandalf. It's like definitely not Gandalf TM. That I'm painting for my painting club. And also, I just really want to paint my frickin' Fallout minis. And so I'm getting back to that. So I have been painting so much. I do have paper towels upstairs again, which is really, really exciting. Also, I made a whole family watch The Terror. One of the best parts. You're a weirdo as a kid, your nails are the same length, so only your pinky and thumb are long. That's pretty funny, actually. But you know, you do you. You do you. I like them being all the same length for me. But you gotta do what you gotta do. Is the way I see it. You guys, the call that Barney's medicine is ready, so you have to go pick that up. Yay, because you really want to go out today. You're lying. You really don't, but it's gonna be a lot of snow tomorrow, so you kind of have to. Yes. Well, drive safe. Yeah. And I will see you when you get back. Snow starts at 3 a.m. tomorrow. Jesus Christ. You're so proud of your 2 long nails. My two long nails. I love you so much. All right, I'm cleaning up some of the random just like garbage on the table before I like really get started on my mani. Cause there is just some random garbage on the table. And sometimes I'm just like, why do I just let random garbage accumulate on my table? But it is what it is. You just gotta throw it away eventually. And eventually is happening right now. So much tape. So much tape. Oh my god. So much tape. Oh my god. There we go. I'm also finally, I have these like lint-free wipes that I hate, and I keep being like, well, maybe I can use them for something else. Well, maybe I can use them for this. Well, maybe I can use them for that. And like finally, I'm just like, fuck. I'm never using it for any of that shit. I'm never gonna do that. So just throw them away. Just get fucking rid of them finally. Don't let them boss you around. Your PJs aren't designed for below freezing weather. That's so wild to me. In California, or in Southern California, I should specify, I can just kind of like, be like, I'm deciding to go outside. And it might be a little chilly, but I'm not gonna die, usually. I'm gonna at least do cuticle care on this one nail, because it always has this one like long ass cuticle that just like needs special supervision, I guess. I don't know. I really want to start taking cuticle care seriously again. I just need to have oil everywhere. There we go. If I push this cuticle back enough, maybe I can actually remove it. Anyway, yeah, so I got a whole family to watch The Terror. And I sent the mom of this family like a shit ton of terror memes. And then the daughter of this family, who is not technically a child, but basically a child. A child to me. We were at the Christmas Carol thing. And she just like sidled up to me basically and was like, more memes, more memes, more memes. And I was like, all right, baby. I'll give you more memes. Yeah, we had a really good time. This is the child who climbed into the mouth of my anglerfish costume. Mama, we want more memes. Exactly. Does she want to join the Discord to get more memes? Possibly. You know, I might bring that up to her. I am trying to get her to go on, I'm trying to get, because she is 18. She is 18. She's allowed. She's allowed to. I'm trying to get her on Tumblr, because Tumblr now is so wholesome, honestly. Honestly, Tumblr is a very wholesome place now. Like, obviously, no matter where you go, there's stranger danger, and there's people who are willing to, like, take your takes and make them so not what you intended. Like, people who are just like, there's only one way to misinterpret what you just said, and I'm gonna take that way. Oh my god! She got pixelated for Hot Sticky Lesbian posting? I have been sending the family, because they all watch, like, YouTube and TV together. I have been sending them, like, a bunch of Strange Eons videos, because when I explain to them Tumblr, they are just kind of, like, fascinated. You're getting dressed in solidarity. Everybody get dressed in solidarity with Sun. Don't make Sun be clothed alone. I'm always saying this. I'm always saying this about Sun in particular. We gotta watch out for Sun. She's our little lamb. Have y'all seen that season of Project Runway? It was a season with, like, Santino, I think his name was. And it was, like, one of the earlier seasons. It was, like, maybe, like, season 3 or something. And, there was this contestant named Andre. And there was this nothing, like, there was nothing really notable about Andre. But, like, the way Tim Gunn, Sun just ruining our fun. You have treat package take to the vet. So that'll be nice at least. Yeah, Sun, yeah. No, look, no. We're doing this in solidarity. We're doing this in solidarity. You have pants and shoes, so you guys need a shirt. You'll be going to, and Barney is sleeping nearby, so you know he'll be listening till I get back. Excellent. I'm so glad that Barney will be here, and have a nice trip. What was I gonna get? I was gonna get something. I don't remember. I might need to eat a ginger though. Oh yeah, my protein shake. I'm kind of nauseous, and it might be because I'm hungry. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, so there's this guy named Andre, and just like the way, like, Tim Gunn was always looking for him. I don't know if he, like, walked away a lot, or if Tim Gunn had, like, a crush on him. But he was, like, always just like, Andre, where's Andre? Andre. And so Santino, one of the more famous ones from that, oh, my, like, microphone is, like, way up here. One of the more famous people to have come from that season of Project Runway. He started, like, making jokes about it and, like, constructing this alternative universe where, like, him and Andre are, like, lovers, and they're at the Red Lobster. And he's like, Andre, why are you making a scene at the Red Lobster in front of my colleagues? And also he was like, we have to watch out for Andre. He's our little lamb. And I say that about people all the time now. And I have for years. Santino is only fun as a judge on RuPaul. Look, he is fun when he's imitating Tim Gunn. Okay? All right? You can't lie to me. You can't lie to me. You can't gaslight me like this. He's also fun when he's impersonating Tim Gunn. He was somewhat problematic. You'll say the advantage of Winter is you have on enough layers that you can skip the bra. Not to be concerned. Also, you are going now, you swear. I thought you were saying for a second you will now swear. I'm like, are you just gonna like write fuck in the chat? And we're like, yeah! Now I will swear. By the way, it's bingo. It's bingo on Sunday. I wish bingo wasn't on Thanksgiving weekend. I'm going to be honest with you, because we've got this like 4-day weekend for husbando. And not that I don't want to spend time with you, but I would love to spend the 4-day weekend with husbando, but we have a lot of other people too that husbando can hang out with. Not a fan of Santino. Not a fan of Santino so much, but if I close my eyes, his voice sends you places. There you go. I'm not a huge fan either, except for I'm a huge fan of the, gotta watch out for Andre. He's our little lamb. I love that people know who Santino is. And I guess he's a judge on RuPaul, so. On Drag Race, rather. On RuPaul's Drag Race. As they call it. So that makes sense. So we're going in with Metamorphosis, which is honestly one of my favorite polishes, and putting it on now, I'm like, yep, it's still up there. This came from, honestly, like, I do love the Electric Escape collection, and that might be my favorite collection that the brand that must not be named has ever made. But this collection is a close second, if not actually overtaking it. Such a good fall collection. Such a good fall collection. And that's like one coat of this polish, and it looks so good. Still got a bit of cuticle. Still got a bit of cuticle. I will do 2 coats. The best is him being roasted by Bianca Del Rio. I would like to see him being roasted. I mean, a lot of Project Runway was him being roasted, because he always had like really batshit ideas. But I think they just kept him because he was such a character. They were just like, we're just gonna keep him. And honestly, like, you gotta do that sometimes in reality TV. Whether or not it's fair to the other people. Stop making a scene in front of my colleagues at the Red Lobster. The best part was when Tim, like, confronted him about his like headcanons. He's like, I hear that you do like an impression of me. And he's like, oh yes. It's like, I just like to tell a story about you and Andre having a couple's quarrel at Red Lobster. There is a story. We learned that from your boyfriend, house, reality, TV, game show, video game stream. Oh, yes. I talked about Andre. My Crush House stream. The Crush House is so fun. I did notice that a while back, speaking of boyfriend video game streams, I still have Coming Out on Top installed on this computer. Maybe someday I'll do another not safe for work stream. Coming Out on Top, though, has some questionable moments in it, but I think you can skip them all. I need to find out if you can skip meeting your friend's cousin, but still get, like, max affinity with your friend. The importance of keeping people for reality TV show reasons. Yes, yes, you're right. You only vaguely remember Santino on Project Runway. I remember Christian Siriano. You may have slaughtered spelling his name. That looks correct to me. Ah, no. Oh, wow. That hardly even, dang. That hardly even, like, got dented. Metamorphosis, one-step color? Perhaps. Perhaps. Okay. So I guess I'll do a top coat on this. And then we will, we'll stamp. So beautiful. So beautiful. I'm just looking at this brush to make sure I don't need to wipe it off. I did get like a weird little black speck. So lovely. I am so excited to show y'all Hot Fuzz tonight. If you have not seen Hot Fuzz, if you have seen Hot Fuzz, then I'm just excited to watch it with you. Hot Fuzz is to Shaun of the Dead, or is to cop movies what Shaun of the Dead is to zombie movies, except for I find it a lot smarter and more compelling than Shaun of the Dead. Shaun of the Dead is a good movie. Hot Fuzz is a great movie. I am so looking forward to you. You might regret destashing this one, seeing it on you. I would never, honestly. You couldn't make me. You could not make me destash this. While this is drying, I guess I'm gonna bring out some of the ones that I want to do that I want to Cabo. I thought I had, oh, I do. This is just, oh, I think I've already moved on from these. Okay, well, anyway, these are some cabochons. And I'm just going to, because what I'm going to do, oh, I definitely did start cabochoning. But I think they might have, like, gone somewhere? I don't know. I'll just use this one and I'll redo the ones I've done. But let me... take out some of the ones I want to cabochon. Because I think I'm going to do my other hand. And then I'll start doing the cabochons. But I'm going to also stamp on top of this. I just want to get some, like, stuff out that must be worked on. Oh, I guess I haven't done that one yet. Okay. We have a lot of polishes that need to be cabochoned. All right. Bringing them out. That's probably enough. And then by the time I'm done with those, I'll be able to reach back in and get more. I still haven't made a Black Friday purchase other than base and top coats. You keep putting them off and you lost out on Plus Life Soda Pop collection. And that's been out 3 years. That sucks. That sucks. I did some Black Friday shopping today. We did some Black Friday shopping. We we shopped Black Friday on the Bethesda website. We did do that. I'm very excited about a few of the things that I got. I got a, they were selling like a bottle opener that was like Nuka-Cola shape. And then at the bottom, there's a little like cup that says keep your caps. So we got that because it's so cute. Also, it wasn't a huge discount, but they have like Vault 76, Vault 13, Vault 101, and Vault 111 sweatshirts, and I bought those. I bought one. I bought a Vault 111. I really had to think. I really had to sit there and like decide if I wanted Vault 111 or Vault 101. There is a rumor that this summer they will be dropping Fallout 3 Remastered, which would be really exciting. And that's Vault 101. You're from Vault 101 in that. But Cherry Bomb is from Vault 111. And I know that I already have the Vault 111 suit. But I'm just going all in. Just going all in. Doesn't suck, you just did it to yourself. You're sad. You're disappointed in yourself. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you're sad and disappointed in yourself. I'm never disappointed in you. I think you're the best. Like no one ever was. And then the rest of the Pokemon song. That's what I think. Okay, we're gonna be trying out Magna Opus by Hit the Bottle. I did take some alcohol to this stamper so that hopefully it will be nice and sticky. Yes! Let me take some tape and clean around my nail. This looks like with tape it'll come right off. So far, so good. I know you're like, I'm like off the side here. This though looks so good. The shift is so good. Me, after I clean this off, I'll see if I can adjust the camera. There we go. Wish you could say you avoided Black Friday shopping, but you have at least 10 nail polish orders in. You know, at least it's probably indie nail polish brands. I'm trying to boycott the big shops for Black Friday and like this week. But I did have to buy some more cotton balls. There, do you see? As always, a bit hard to see the shift, but they're so cute. They're so good. All right, let's go back to 20. 20. All right. And I actually think my favorite thing to clean plates nowadays with is just a paper towel. Just a paper towel with acetone on it. I think works really, really well. Maybe what we'll do is we'll just like... Oh, whoops. I forgot to clean this off. Maybe we'll just go boom, boom, boom through all these. Let me... I should have scraped it before I cleaned it, but... Too late now. Okay. All right. All right. Let's. Oh shoot! I wanted this big hand here. This big like claw. Okay. Not perfect, but I think I figured it out. I think I mostly got it looking good. There's a little bone in the claw, but actually might be like... Oh yeah, that's actually in it. Okay. I just added a few, like, parts from another part on top. Let's see. Hello Taco is dirty, releasing a polish today, and they've already started their sales. That is dirty. All indies, I ordered polish, making kits from Glitter Unique, so maybe to start doing that. That'd be amazing. That would be amazing. The not setting it to polish Yogi. Yes. How dare anybody? How dare anybody not send it to polished Yogi? I would never. Couldn't be me. Steph's Unite. There is a lady who works at one of my doctor's office whose name is Stephanie, and she is obsessed with the fact that we both have the same name. And she's probably like that with every Stephanie she meets. I'm assuming. I'm assuming she would be. I'm gonna do like over here. I'm gonna cheat. Not really cheat, but put my stamper over here. So I'm getting some of these guys. There we go. It was like the cleanest one I've done. Yeah, swatch fast for Danielle, please. We have to watch out for Danielle. She's a little lamb. As Santino says. All right, all right, all right. But yeah, I went down to Comic Quest. My favorite. I go there mostly for miniature games. But they're a comic store, as one might imagine. So that's also a thing. So if you're in Southern California, especially in South OC, head on over to Comic Quest. I actually brought them over, although I don't remember, or they're right there. They do, special dice for every holiday. And so I got their special dice today. They're very cute. I didn't make it to Halloween there to get their Halloween dice, but luckily I am befriending another worker there because I'm already friends with a different. What's a miniature game? You are a little lamb. Danielle, are you not aware of my mini painting hobby? This is incredible. Oh, this is a little bit out of focus for, do we need closer or further? Closer, I guess. You see these cute little Comic Quest dice? So D&D is more or less a miniature game. Like, people usually use miniatures with it. Or, there's also, Warhammer is very, very, popular. But, like, this is Fanatic Year 2, which is my, like, second, Instagram, which I'm currently not logged into. But you can see some of my minis I've painted. And also built. Oh, I see. Well, basically, I actually played it, I actually played Fallout, Factions yesterday. I can show you some pictures. Did I post it? I think I did post it somewhere. General? I don't know where I put my pictures from. I thought I posted them here. But I guess not. Anyway, you put your minis on a table. And you use measuring. You use tape measures. And you move them around. And they fight each other. It's a good time. You know, some people paint them like, I guess you didn't know you could do anything with them past that. Yeah. You play games. We play Fallout Wasteland Warfare. So we play Fallout Factions. We have a league that plays it. And just like everybody has different stats and different weapons and what they can do. And so you fight. I thought for sure I was beating Husbando last night. I was like 100% I'm beating Husbando. When we started, it was looking pretty grim for Husbando. And then guess what? I did not win. I did not win that game, actually. But that's okay, because we had a good time. That was our Thanksgiving. Our Thanksgiving was playing a game of Fallout Factions. The first round took so long that I actually had to take a break. I took a break and I took a nap. Or I didn't take, well, I did take a nap, but like I took a break and then Husbando was like, oh shit, we haven't figured out dinner. So I had to figure out dinner on Thanksgiving. And then I took a nap and then we finally finished our game. But yeah, there's lots of games you can play. And there's like individual board games where just basically like, you can buy like all together board games that have like the minis in them. And then you can paint the minis and then just kind of like use them as any other game piece in a board game. But usually the board games that have the minis that you paint are a little more involved. But sometimes you can get like even classic board games. Like I would be pretty surprised if there wasn't like a plastic or resin clue set. There should be. If they haven't made that, they should really get on that. Where like they do all of the different people as like minis that you can paint. I'm sure that you can download models for that. I am 100% sure that that's a thing. But yeah, like, so my husband's been playing, there's a Halo game. Him and our roommate have been playing this Halo game. So our roommate's more into, Marathon, but also is into Halo, because they're related in some way. But yeah, so they've been playing Halo. And that one is like kind of a combination of different ways to distribute minis, but it's like mostly a board game. And like we have like a Labyrinth board game that came with like minis you can paint. And I haven't like really gotten around to painting them yet. I've painted like one. But I should get to that. But first I at least need to paint my spouse and I's Fallout faction teams. Because it's been months and I have not finished them. And my roommate is like a super fast painter. She can paint like a squad of shit in a day. And it's still, and it looks good. It's not like it like really suffers quality for swiftness. Clue would be so cute. Let's see if we have, I'm gonna actually look it up. Clue minis. Because I fucking love Clue. I love... Yeah, okay. Well, there was a 2002 game that had suspects like this. So those are pre-painted, but you could just like prime those and repaint them. So if we do like Clue Dollhouse miniatures, interesting. If I go to images, it might be easier for me to find. I'm sure I could get STLs that I'd like even better. Clue STLs, and then I could print them. I really need, oh, cute. You can, not AI mode, not AI mode. Somebody made all of the little, just all the little pieces. Like the little like murder weapons and stuff. And that's very cool. Anyway. You want to see Mrs. Peacock? I wonder. This is presumably the Mrs. Peacock that actually was like sold with the board game. Mr. Green, Professor Plum. Professor Plum is like fucking Professor Orange here. Am I right? Am I right? Mrs. White, Miss Scarlet, Colonel Mustard. Hello, Earth Girl. I am using because of you. I've decided to stain my nails this green color. Yes, I'm using Metamorphosis. Because of you. Hi, Danny. Hello, everybody. We're talking about how cute it would be if Clue made minis to go with their game. And I stand by that it would be cute. And they have made like actual people figures. But it doesn't look like they've ever sold just like a resin mini kit with the game. But you could prime and paint the figures. Yay, somebody sells a freaking STL of the little mini weapons. I have also always loved the little mini weapons. Yay, sorry. Yes. You just reminded me I had this polish and I love this polish so much. So I was like, I just want to wear, and I think I'm going to wear a Song of Ice and Fire on my other hand. My other hand. My nails, like I said, I need to do a better job with cuticle care, with oiling my cutes. Thank you. Are you gonna watch The Mummy and then Hot Fuzz with us tonight in the Discord? Because we are gonna watch The Mummy and Hot Fuzz. I have gotten another person. By the way, Earth Girl, I've gotten a whole family to watch The Terror. And they loved it. And one of the people in the family thought that it was not a true story. Well, okay, like it isn't a true story, but they didn't realize that the expedition actually went and got lost and was never heard from again. TBD, an old friend is in town and we're maybe supposed to meet up with them. Okay, all right. Well, it'll be a long night, so you might, even if you go, you might be able to catch Hot Fuzz. Which, not trying to like shit on the mummy. Not trying to do any mummy shitting. I know you're always accusing me of mummy shitting. Not to mummy shit, but I am more excited about Hot Fuzz. You don't watch like Chris on your computer trying to figure out Twitch more. You're just pushing through. One thing that I will say about Twitch is that like kind of like the standard beginner's camera for the face. You seem to already have your nail stuff down, but like also Danny and I also use this for our nails, is the Logitech C20, the C22? Is that what it's called? C922. That's the model that Danny and I use for our nails, and that's what I would use for my face if I wasn't using my Kyo my Keo Pro, my Keo, what is it? I don't remember. My Keo something Pro. That one's like $400. So, you know, it depends on how much you want to invest into this. But what I love about this camera that I don't remember the name of right now is that it works really well in lower light. Speaking of Hot Fuzz, you waited on buying your intended Hot Fuzz polish from Swollen Gloss till Black Friday, and A, they don't seem to be doing a sale, and B, it's sold out. That sucks. That sucks hardcore. That combination. All for naught. All right. Let's do our top coat on this hand. Now that we've prepared the other hand, although I should maybe do some cuticle care on the other hand. I didn't refill this brush when I went in right there. But it seemed to come out okay. I think I'm going to do another set of cleanup here. So I'm just doing crazy stuff with my top coat, and also there's just like some areas that need cleanup. This week, this is when I start taking care of my cuticles again. I'm gonna do it. It will all come together. Yes, it will all come together. And the thing is that you are not... Oh, really? Your headphones apparently suck. You got a new mic coming. You'll do all of this, and your Wi-Fi will want to poop out, probably. I would recommend an Ethernet cable. They're cheap. And they will make it so your Wi-Fi doesn't poop out. That's the thing, is that, like, you can prepare all that you want to. But the best thing to do is just start and then kind of just like obviously it is good. It was good that you reached out, and like it's good to learn from those who came before you. But also everybody has different needs as a streamer. And different problems they must solve, and you will find your own, and your own ways to have problems. I'm always finding my own special ways to have problems. It's like, wow, no one's ever had a problem like this before. And I'm like, thanks. I try. But then you will solve those problems. Maybe you'll be the only person that ever has those problems. But that's just the nature of the beast, baby. Your remote's in the other room, like extra far, across the balcony door, behind a TV, around the corner, behind a bed, against the wall, then the computer, it's far. Mine is in the other room as well. And I just got a really long cord. So, no excuses. I do need to get a new cord. But I think I was actually running over it with my computer chair when I was like cutting out. Hold on, I don't know why I'm so close. These are my bones. Do you like my bones? Do you like my bones, everybody? Bones. Oh my God, bones. Someday, maybe next week, I will have better I'll have better cuticles again. I look at my old pictures of my cuticles and I'm like, damn, who's she? Who's she? It looks so rich, like a brocade tapestry, or brocade or tapestry. Thank you. Thank you. You have a super long Ethernet cable running across your entire house. Yeah, you got to do it. Well boned. Thank you. I like my nails like I like my me. Well boned. I don't think you can get your own emotes right away. I think you have to become a affiliate first, but becoming an affiliate is easier than it's ever been, and you will have zero trouble. You used to need 3 average viewers, which you'll get immediately. And then I think 100 followers or 50 followers, but I think now it is 50 followers. So you should have no problem getting affiliate like ASAP. I started streaming at 0. I started streaming at absolute 0. I had done nothing else really online at all with my persona, and I was affiliated within 2 months. And so you're gonna have an even easier time. Especially since you're already like, I wasn't like in any streamer communities. There was nobody to tell their audience to follow me. It was 50 when you did it? Okay, it must have been 50 when I did it too. You became an affiliate like 3 months ago, and you haven't streamed since. Yeah, there are other ones you can use too. And you can you make emotes on Canva? I thought they didn't go small enough. I thought I had to like get a special thing to make them go small enough, but maybe both. Blotting. There we go. There we go. Yeah. And if you are going to use your face, I think that like having face-based emotes is pretty good. I just did like a little photo shoot of myself on my computer, and that's how like I came up with like, and there's like different websites where you can animate your emotes. And it's been so long, I hardly remember them, but I know it was a Stream Scheme video. But like, I mean, you've seen the ones of me and my face, but like, it was all one session where I did like all of these. And then I just made them small. Oh, you did some for streamer months, yes. I mean, you can definitely like get stuff for emotes, but yeah, I'm sure it worked. I'm sure if you say it worked, it worked. Time to be honest, I hate people emotes. Sometimes they even make you uncomfortable. Mine are okay, but you still never use people emotes. Interesting. I like the people emotes. I like them. I think it's just a personal preference thing. Thank you. You only like cute emotes. Are you saying that I'm not cute? Are you saying? How can you say you're my real friend when you don't even want to see my face 24/7? Are you saying you wouldn't have a plushie of like a photorealistic of my face? A real friend would. And they would put it in their bedroom facing their bed so I could watch them no matter what they're doing. And they would also get a second one, and they would put me in the bathroom so that I could see all the most intimate times in their life. Actually, get a porcelain doll of me, life-size porcelain doll of me, and put one of me in every room of your house. And if you don't do this, you're actually not a good friend. That would be different than a tiny emote. Your baby is a face emote. Absolutely. That is our baby. Our baby weird girl. I hope everybody is ordering their life-size, there's several life-size porcelain dolls of me right now. From the Fanaticure life-size porcelain doll website that you all have the address for. That's the only way. And if we're not like IRL friends, this is the only way to make the parasocial bond real. Bring me into your home. It's like the whole thing for, you know, it's got a soft body. It's got a soft body, and you can also get like a fleshlight insert. Your Twitch got reset and added a bunch of people emotes to your frequently used emotes I know you have never and will never use. You must need to go block emotes from your menu because you blocked all the default Twitch people emotes. I think I finally scandalized Earth Girl. I think I finally did it. I didn't think it was possible. I didn't think you could scandalize Earth Girl. Unless that oh god was for somebody else. Whenever somebody says oh god, I hope it's about me. Because I'm your god. I'm sorry that I'm just being the biggest fucking weirdo right now. And by I'm sorry, no, you were coming. Okay. You jizzed in your pants. I know. Thinking about several life-size porcelain dolls of me, it'll get you there. If you weren't there already. Oh, animated photo people ones? I get you, I get you. Alright, I need a base coat. I keep seeing parts of my mani that I did not scrub clean. And they are unacceptable. I am disgusted. I do freaking love this mani. This chat is constantly hot and bothered one way or another. So you're gonna get the porcelain dolls, and you'll buy the fleshlights are sold separately. So you can have any of the interior patterns that you want. Wish I knew what it felt like to put my dick into things. Non-dick havers, don't you agree? Like, I can reach into a fleshlight and, like, feel like what it feels like, or into other things that one might put a penis into. But, like, I want to know what it feels like to put your dick in something. Is that too much to ask, God? Is it too much to ask? To have a working penis that I can fuck things with? No. Yeah, look, it's... Son, I'm sorry. You are so beloved in this community, but we are not the same today. Hello, welcome. You came at exactly the right time, Lori. Exactly the right time. Perfect timing. Perfect. It was gonna be using a bunch of cute emotes right now so you can try to force out the faces. All right, that's fine. Use as many emotes as you need, Queen. You want to be the boyfriend of the two boyfriends who are also boyfriends. Is that too much to ask, right? I agree. I don't think that's too much to ask, actually. I think that if God loved us and wanted us to be happy, he would give us all whatever sex organs we wanted to at whatever times we wanted them. So they could come and go as they please. And also as many boyfriends or girlfriends that we want. I feel like many religions, like, concepts of heaven are kind of this. Except for maybe not like the changeable sex organs, but consider this. Consider this. To read Fey Nights if you can tolerate some Solevelin. Look, I can absolutely tolerate some Solevelin. The only thing I don't like about Solevelin, and we're talking about a ship in the Dragon Age fandom, is that when he fucking dumps you, you can only be like, I fucking hate you, or like, don't leave me, I'm desperate. You can't be like, dude, I see you're going through some shit right now, and I guess like if that changes, let's get together sometime again later. There's no way to just like, you've got to be either like super petty and like angry and fucked up. I mean, it's not that petty. He does steal your tattoo. Maybe. Or you've got to be like, no, don't leave me. You ignore it, yes. Exactly. You swear by middle-aged women coworkers are your absolute favorite. Oh yeah, what did he say? However, one of my boyfriends gets excited as two middle-aged women I work with, and they saw that I was working the office today. Yes. And your brain souls left me, but Bull picked up the pieces. Yes. Yeah, he leaves you freaking romanceless. You can't even move on. You're fucking locked in. You're locked the fuck in, but not in a good way. The Dragon Age drama is real, everybody. Dragon Age drama is so real. You learned Bakugo, and I have the same birthday today. You want to dick anytime you need to use the public bathroom? Yes, I don't want to touch much of the bathroom. You also want to do sexy stuff. Absolutely. Lori, you're so correct. You're so correct, and I hope someday you get a detachable penis. All right, I think I was going to do, this is, I think, called A Song of Ice and Fire by Cadillacer. I was a big Game of Thrones fan before you know what happened. And it's also a very pretty polish. So that's what I'm wearing on this hand. That ring finger might need another layer. We'll see. You're calling me a dad nerd anymore. I'm gonna develop a crush. Stop bullying me. I'll come. Of course I remember the song Detachable Penis. Of course I do. I'm so sorry, Danielle. Ugh. I had to do a big stretch again. Yeah, I feel like all of these are good, but my ring finger didn't quite build up as much as the other ones. So I was gonna add a little more. There we go. The tip of that one is still like kind of like transparent, which is weird. At least at GNT, I can play the showrunners. It's have the author, unlike HP. Absolutely. You heard Detachable Penis on the radio of all places. That's where we used to hear it. That's where it used to be played. Excuse me. That's where they used to play the song. And all the songs. Most of the songs, at least. There was like a few days where, in my car, I would only like drove like, I only drove in my car like a couple times, like to, you know, nearby places. But Sadness Part 1 by Enigma was like playing on a loop. And that song was like meant to be played on a loop. Cause like I could not fucking tell if it was like starting over. I just like could not tell. I haven't watched House of the Dragon. I was just so incredibly burned by frickin' I was so burned by Game of Thrones that I just could not do House of the Dragon. Once you've like showed your hand as not caring. Now given like it's different showrunners, right? The pure moods, yes. Surprised the FCC allows it now or back then. Indeed. There's just such different rules for radio. I think radio is a lot more about what you want to play versus what, like, who will let you play what. We're going in with Stellar Evolution for Cadillacer. On this swatch, if you're wondering what that is. Your dad introduced you to baby metal. I have not actually listened to baby metal. Now there's a third series coming soon. So many series. So many series, so little time. Psychedelic Glow by Cadillacer, by the way, it was okay. I don't feel like it looked as good as the picture. You think Rhaenyra is really hot and you like dragons. Good. I just don't have time for shows. Some friends of mine rewatched Lost recently, and I want to share memes with them about it, but it has been like decades, not decades, like decade since I watched Lost. I'm not sure I ever revisited Lost after it aired, actually. And so I want to rewatch it, but it's on Netflix, and I just don't really want to get Netflix right now. You want John to watch with me so bad, but he hates it. I'm so sorry. I didn't like the end of Lost. A lot of people did like the end of Lost. But I'll tell you my problem. Here's my problem with Lost. Is that when frickin' Cloverfield came out, that like found footage movie by, I think it was J.J. Abrams, but it was definitely like linked to Lost. When it came out, I was like, I bet you, because like when there's a few moments, and also in the like ads for Cloverfield, there were shots of like the Dharma Initiative logo. And I was like, oh my God, I bet you that the Cloverfield monster is the smoke monster from Lost, but it's like escaped the island and whatever. And then in like the last season of Lost, you find out the smoke monster is, spoiler alert, just some fucking dude. Basically just some fucking dude. And they're not related at all. And I was just like so fucking disappointed because I was like sitting there with my like red string on a corkboard, and I was like, you gotta understand, I did not love Cloverfield, but then and so that was also the problem, was that I was like looking for a way for Cloverfield to be better for me. And then like, It just wasn't. I just didn't get what I wanted. Is it Scooby-Doo? It's just some dude, basically. Basically. You pull off the dude's mask, and he's just like, I would have gotten away away with it too, if it weren't you meddling people whose plane crashed. Yeah, Cloverfield was pretty boring, like, to me as well. Not to neg Danielle. Feel free to defend Cloverfield. It was also boring to me. I kind of just felt like, what were my thoughts about it? There was like a lot going on. There's like a lot going on in Cloverfield. And I feel like they could have been there. It could have been more, there could have been less stuff happening. Cause wasn't there like, now given I've only like watched it once. I have not watched 10 Cloverfield Lane. I should watch that. It's got one of my favorite daddies in it. John Goodman. Daddy John Goodman. John Goodman daddy is in it, and I love him so much. We gotta watch The Big Lebowski sometime. Maybe in January. Maybe in January we'll watch The Big Lebowski. I just kind of want to watch movies that I haven't watched with y'all, but I feel like we should watch, you know? That's kind of like my goal right now, is just watch some movies with y'all. Mary Elizabeth Winstead. Are you dude coded? You're a bit dude coded, I would say. Do you abide by chance? By any chance, do you abide? Because that's what I hear about the dude, is that he abides. The Big Lebowski feels very January. That's a good idea. Okay, we'll watch The Big Lebowski in January. Maybe we'll watch a few Coen Brothers movies. Maybe we can watch The Big Lebowski, we can watch Fargo, and then for Danny, we can watch Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? I think Fargo and Oh Brother, Where Art Thou would be a good double feature. We could watch Fargo, and then like the palate cleanser could be Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? Fargo is so fucking good. Fargo, you're gonna be like, it can't be as good as people say. At least back when I was, because it won the Academy Award. And so at least back when like I was younger, people were like, oh my God, Fargo. Oh my God, Fargo. And I never wanted to watch it because of the wood chipper scene. But then I found out, spoiler alert, that the person who gets put into the wood chipper is already dead. He's already dead. So like, it's like, it is bloody, but he's already dead. So like, it's not as bad, you know, like, I'd much rather watch a dead person be thrown into a wood chipper than a live person. That's just my twisted mind. Because I'm a twisted psychopath. But anyway. It's not as bad, but it's still nasty. Don't watch it. Like, if you're worried about the blood in Fargo, unless you're like unless you're like a little old lady who's like, whoo, when somebody says fuck, like, just watch it. It's great. Yeah. Hated The Big Lebowski. Then Danielle, you would love this quote that I heard, because The Big Lebowski came out after Fargo, and the Coen brothers had won their Academy Award for Fargo, and I heard somebody describe it as somebody singing like a beautiful opera aria or whatever, and then like farting as they walk off stage. Because apparently it was like a big upset in the film circles. They were like, oh my God, what will they do next? And then it was The Big Lebowski. Which I love. Understandable, son. Understandable. But like, I get that you might not, like, if you are loving Fargo, here's what I love about the Coen brothers. Most of the movies I've seen them do are like about a location, and the location is like inseparable from what's happening. Like, and from the entire vibe of the movie. So Fargo is not North Dakota, although that's where Fargo is. They just didn't want to call it Brainerd because Brainerd, Minnesota is actually where it mostly takes place, is Brainerd, Minnesota. But they were like, Brainerd doesn't sound like a cool place, but Fargo kind of does. In the beginning, the first scene of the movie is in Fargo. But anyway, like, that one is Minnesota, and you learn all about, not that you don't learn, but if you watch like the special features on the DVD, you learn about like Minnesota nice and how people talk in Minnesota and like a lot of these things about Minnesota. And they grew up in Minnesota, and so did Frances McDormand, who is the one of the leads in that movie. She's amazing. Even if you do not, fun fact, there's a writer in Brainerd we use sometimes. Interesting. That's fast. I would love to go there. Is there a big Paul Bunyan? I've heard there's a Paul Bunyan. To talk about it in Fargo. Frances McDormand is so incredible in this movie that I just recommend it to anybody. But anyway, the dude is LA. Not Orange County, where I am technically from, but LA. And especially like knowing my like in-laws who do live in LA, and going up there a lot to visit them and hearing about like their life and what they do and who they meet. It's like so LA. It is so LA. Yeah, the accents in Fargo are amazing. Only second, perhaps second, maybe not even second, to Drop Dead Gorgeous. Which if we ever watch Drop Dead Gorgeous in the Discord, we're gonna need like a whole wall of disclaimers. Because like Drop Dead Gorgeous is really funny, and there's a few things that they put in there that they should not have put in there, that they should have known better than to put in there. That even at the time, they should have fucking known better. Yeah. Drop Dead Gorgeous used to be like the movie my family would watch at like family gatherings. It would be like Happy Thanksgiving, we're putting on frickin' Drop Dead Gorgeous. I love this like muted green pixie dust by Zoya. It's so cute. I don't know if they still have it. It's called Cheetah, like CHITA. Yeah, disclaimers galore. You know the soundtrack for Drop Dead Gorgeous because he wanted the Joan Jett version of Mary Tyler Moore theme. Oh my god. I didn't even realize that was Joan Jett. In my old age, in my ripe old age of 38, I've become a huge Joan Jett fan. And speaking of Joan Jett and Mary Sherry, or however you pronounce her name, this is Cherry Bomb. By the brand who must not be named. But yeah, there's so many. It was interesting. I saw an interview with Allison Janney, who was in Drop Dead Gorgeous. She was also in The West Wing. She's been in many things, but and someone was asking her like what show or movie that she's been in do people like recognize her most from, and she was like, you're not gonna believe this, but it's this little movie I did called Drop Dead Gorgeous. And people, I guess, come up to her and are like, Airport Hojo. It is a good read. It's a really good read. It's super cute. And this is the brand new Must Not Be Named, something that came out with, I think, their 70s collection, or maybe this was another one. I think it was 70s because it's, I think that's what the cover, what the art looks like on the 70s bottles. Excuse me. Excuse me. And then I'm gonna go in with this little Cirque Colors, and we're gonna do it again. Airport Hojo. I played this one. Oh, this is D-Wad. This is Dream Within a Dream. I don't need to swatch Dream Within a Dream. Oh, I do need to swatch this though. Yeah, I did. There was a character in the show that I played in high school that I'm pretty sure I got cast in because I could, because I did the Minnesota accent with her, and it made everything sound fucking hilarious. And I used to be really good at accents. Believe it or not, I think I just got too shy. I think I can do it again if I stop being so self-conscious. All right, all right. Let's start over. Wait, you saw Alice and Janney live for a hot minute? I fucking love Alice and Janney. If I saw Alice and Janney live, I'd probably pee myself. Now, given nowadays, that isn't that big of... I pee myself when I see a number of things, even when I don't see things. Usually if I cough or sneeze. Do you ever see the FanDuel ads about Destiny? My theater friend from high school did a Minnesota accent for that. Oh my god, she played Norma from Destiny. Oh my god, I have not seen that. That's great. Oh, the Runaways movie? No, but my husband always wants me to watch that. And someday we will. I hear it's very good. And he always talks about, in regards to that movie, how hard it is to be like someone who's really talented, but the other person that you know is just so much more talented than anybody else ever. And you're like, well, I'm never going to prepare. I could have been the most talented person in the room, but I'll never compare to like this other person I'm associated with. Presumably talking about Joan Jett versus Mary Sherry. When people were giving Kristen Stewart a bunch of shit about Twilight, my hubs always was talking about the Runaways. He's like, no, she's good. She's a good actress. She's just in Twilight, you see. No! I accidentally did a different color on top of that color. Oopsies. Psychedelic Glow will be in the next running. Yeah, what an awful feeling. Absolutely. Ringo and the Beatles, I think, also had that scenario happening. And I'm sure that they were partially joking, but they probably were correct. Somebody was like asking, I think it was, they were asking like Paul and John, like, who's the best, like, is Ringo the best drummer in the world? And he was like, Ringo's not even the best drummer in the Beatles. But I believe that there was somebody else in the Beatles who was like a better drummer, but better at another thing. Like, yeah, I'm a better drummer than Ringo, but I'm also a better guitar player than anybody else here too. He's been talking about it for like literally years. So we gotta watch it. For like literally the entire time I have known him, he has been like, you gotta watch The Runaways. So one of these days, one of these days, he always talks about the part, I don't know if it was which person it was, but where they pee in somebody's guitar case. That often comes up in conversation. I gotta. What time do we have? It's 1:46. I may end stream a little early, but hey, maybe I won't. Maybe I'll actually just get all of my swatching done. That would be incroyable. Did I put my finger down on this? There is like a fingerprint. There's a ghost in here. There's a ghost in here that put their fingerprint on the cherry bomb polish. And I, for one, did not invite a ghost in here. If you're a ghost and you're not sexy, the fuck out. I'm so ready for you to be done. I'm so ready. between stream and the movie night, I am going to go to, by the way, this is called Night Fever by the brand who must not be named. This is really cute, actually. It's like, it kind of looks like a less bright orange, or bright version rather, of a Son of a Peach by, what's it called? By China Glaze. So we'll see how it's cool to see how the cabochon things come like all connected. Yes, they now sell ones that are little hearts, and I will probably switch to the little hearts when I'm done with these. Now, given when am I gonna be fucking done with these? I don't know. I do not buy nail polish at the speed I used to, so I don't actually fucking know when I will be getting more cabochons. Hello, Luna! Hello! Are you coming to the movie night tonight? I think you are. I talked to you about it. I checked in with Luna as I really wanted Luna to go. Sometimes you gotta, like, check in with your crew before you make plans, you know? And if I didn't check in with you, it's because I only checked in with Luna. I did just get these on Amazon. And I will spell cabochon for you. But I don't even know if they're called that. I think they just call them swatch sticks. Excellent. I think it's how you spell cabochon. Well, you are very welcome. All right, let us go over these with some top coats. What top coat do I want to use today? I can use this old ass Essie top coat, but I think it might need some nail polish thinner. And also its brush sucks. So maybe I won't use this. Maybe I'll actually, I did buy a bottle of Essie Gel Setter, a new one, but I actually don't know what I did with it. Here's a Revlon top coat, boo, which is much thinner. And I think I'm gonna use this Revlon top coat because I don't need nothing special to top coat these. I'm just gonna kind of put them to the side. And I'm actually gonna get another thing of cabochons, because what I like to do is I'll do like half of the cabochon stick, and then I'll let it dry so that I can hold it at the end there. And you can do more than half the cabochon stick and still have a place to hold it. But like, because these aren't, oh no, I got like red on this from Cherry Bomb. Because these aren't, there's no reason to use it all at once. They're not going to go bad. So like for now, I might as well just paint half of this and then put it like behind me so I don't knock it. Move my Yowie paddle. And like put this back here and move back all the nail polishes I did with it. And then I can, yeah, cabochon is such a, yeah, swatch dots. Yeah. Yes, cheap. Oh, no, you missed the nail painting. I did these lovely autumnal bones. Bone? Bone? Detective Diaz. These are Magna Opus by Hit the Bottle over the brand that must not be named, Metamorphosis, one of my favorite polishes of all time just saying. And the stamping polish is prettier in person because it's very shifty. It only shifts from like a yellow gold to a bronze gold, but like it's very pretty. I'm trying to clean my space. I'm trying to clean my room. And so like, I just wanted to do a really simple mani, and then I did, Song of Ice and Fire on this hand. I just really want to clean my room. So I just decided to do something really simple. And then I was like, and then the rest of the time, I'm just going to do cabochons. You know, I'm just going to like, a lot of these have been sitting here for like over a year. And it don't gotta be that way, is the thing. It don't gotta be that way. People will say it gotta be that way, but those people are wrong. You know? Don't listen to those people. You keep telling yourself you're holding space for your body to walk through your apartment, and I still keep buying shit. Look, you can't always be holding space in the queer community. That's Danny and I's job, actually. We're the ones who are going to be holding the space here. Look at me. Look at me. I'm holding the space now. The thing about therapy and, like, finding yourself and, like, listening and being listened to is that it's only for me. Only I will hold space with defying gravity. Alright. Captain Sister Bestie Stephanie. I'm just taking up space in the queer community. I ain't contributing to shit. Two lacquered ladies taking up space in the queer community at the exclusion of you. That's really what they should. That's really what our byline needs to be. Making sure you can't hold space in the queer community because we're holding all of it like we're playing a game of Monopoly. And that's what activism and queer joy is all about. You only purchase from 2 different polish brands, but for sure purchase too much for Black Friday. I don't think I bought anything from any polish brand for Black Friday because I am mostly trying to not shop for Black Friday, but then we did shop at a local game store. And I'm glad we did because I needed more paints and I got the more paints and now I am a happy girl. Or boy, who knows? All right. How many on half a cabochon stick? It's 12. So we have, oh, this goes over there. This was already swatched. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We need 2 more. I will get these. And I will get these. 2 extremely different looking. We have 3 extremely different looking polishes for this. Extremely different looking polishes. One of them's a topper. Gotta charge rental on the space I'm holding, exactly. Got some polish, but you ordered a bit more than you were originally planning from TikTok shop. I see, I see. You knew to be getting a decent amount and you're fine with it, but you still have to get your house organized and this won't help. Yes, I feel that so much. I'm hoping my friend will come over this week and help me organize this room a bit. And she's pretty excited about it, and I'm excited for her to help me. I'm really excited. I did put up 2 new posters. I put up 2 new Suspiria posters. And I hung up 2 new hooks. 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 2 new But I need to put a hook over here too. I need a hook for Shepherd's like lap bed. Your wallet forced you to spend less than you were planning. That's okay though. You work Starly would have had the mic. I'm assuming I wish Starly would have had the micro brush restocked. I would really like to buy some of Starly's brushes. But yeah, when I have looked, the ones that I want have not been in stock. Ugh. Okay. I think I might paint it over some hair. That's okay. This is Polish Couture for sure, which is like kind of like a remake of an old OPI. Yeah, did I tell you about the thing that my spouse said the other day that like really, or actually I said it, but like my spouse kind of prompted it for me? We were trying to pack up our stuff for this really free market, and a really free market is where you, it's like a car boot sale, but everything is free. You just take it. Hello, Chew. Hello. You made a Holo Taco order even though you hadn't intended to buy anything for Black Friday. That can happen. And oh look, it just has. Anyway, we had this like Nightmare Before Christmas Yahtzee. And he was like, do we want this? Because like, it's kind of cool. But like, it's not really cool. And we could get something more cool that isn't this. And then I said like, yeah, let's get rid of it. We only want really cool things in our house and not kind of cool things. And then like me just saying those words, we want really cool things and not kind of cool things in our house, changed my brain a little bit. I was like, actually, there's so much stuff I can get rid of because it's only kind of cool. And it's not really cool. Like my Funko Pops, honestly, they can go. They're only kind of cool. They're not really cool. This Danny Viana needs so much shaking. I love Glisten and Glow creams, except for their white. Wedding Gown White, I don't think is very good. But I love Glisten and Glow creams. I've never tried Cracked. You're decluttering the dining room and you purged a ton of your board games. Anyone interested? You can post the D-Stash channel on Discord. If anybody is interested. I'm not. We have also de-stashed a bunch of our board games. Yes, nobody knows Cracked. Cracked. Who are they? What are they up to? What do they want from us? We don't know. Danny and I. And we're scared. You know? It's a tough time. It's cat medicine time! Which is a tough time. For all of us. Whenever I give my cats medicine, mostly just flea medicine once a month, I go, it's cat medicine time! You generally always think of the YouTube channel Cracked before I think of the polish company. I think of so many different cracked things before I think of the nail polish company. There are so many different cracked things. And I'm always thinking of them. Whew. All right. By the way, I started a new game of Subnautica. And I'm here to tell you, Subnautica is fun. And still occasionally scary. Cracked magazine is what I usually think of. Your only experience with Cracked, I have only one experience with Cracked, but I like the one cream I have. It's Terracotta Ruins. That's a very cool name for a polish. And it sounds like a really nice color. If it looks like the way it sounds. By the way, you want to see something? I found this Glisten and Glow on its side in my Glisten and Glow drawer. Look how, like, how did this happen? How did this happen? Alright, I'll see you later, Lacrodactyl. It is dripping from every angle. Honestly, it looks kind of cool. The polish is growing out of my polish, Danny. It's polish. It's a bubble of polish right there. It's like art. Yeah. I kind of want to just like shake up the insides. The insides I think are very dry though. I don't think that they are in the business of wanting to move anymore. Cordyceps. What's a cordyceps? You've heard Night Owl Lacquer has really good creams. If Zoya pulls this again, I'm buying creams for nail art from them. Yes. Zoya has very good creams. I do enjoy the Zoya creams. I hear, though, they didn't have a very good sale for Black Friday, which, like, hearing that Zoya doesn't have a really good sale is, like, mind-boggling to me. I'm like, but all you do is have really good sales. Cordyceps are mushrooms. Ah. I'm gonna have some water, by the way. I'm, like, fading a little bit. I'm fading. It does look like a crazy cordyceps. Hold on. I'm gonna swatch this polish and I'm gonna look at what a cordyceps is. Then we will look. All right, cordyceps. Cordyceps. I just want to show you all again my beautiful, horrific man. Horrifically beautiful, beautifully horrific. I love him so much, and I love this button so much. And we don't have a photo printer working right now, so I don't want to print the picture because the freaking new Oblivion people are too high def. They're too high def for our other printers. The older stuff, Fallout 4 and before, looks fine on our not photo printer because it's like not high def enough. All right, but Oblivion Remastered, nah. Okay, I'm going to Cordyceps. Cordyceps. Okay. First off, how dare you? First off, what the fuck? I can't believe nobody said that to me before I looked it up. I can't believe y'all weren't like, it grows out of insects. I didn't realize y'all wanted me to freaking pass away right here in this chair. Sorry, I'm gonna show you. We need a palette cleanser, which is my precious baby, who is a 300-year-old vampire who is an assassin. It's not my fault. And from my side, you didn't say till I'd already looked. From my side, I was looking, and then I looked over, and you were like, they grow out of insects, and I was like, yeah, well, I fucking know now. I know that now. Oh my god, it's okay. I'm not actually mad. I'm just playing it up because I know you'll chaos me like that. I'm still so happy with the description I gave of big text. The use case for this emoji is looking upon the chaos you have wrought with confident indifference. Kadachi! Imagine what happens with you passing away with that polish next to you. Wait, hold on. The cordyceps inhabit insect bodies after they die? After they die? That's what happens? Not to living insects? Please tell me that. That will change my whole day. Because gross things growing out... No! Danny, why? Gross things growing out of dead bodies is, like, gross, but expected. That's, like, the way the world works. The other way, that is an affront to God and the Bible and Jesus, which I know you all know is so very important to me. The God, the Bible, and the Jesus in that order. You know that? And that's an affront to all of those. All of those. It's why they take over the ants' mind and they make them climb somewhere high and exposed so they die and then release the spores. That's so fucked up, Danny. That's like, isn't that like what The Last of Us is like? It's like a version of that has taken over. In the form of things growing in flour. And everybody with celiac disease is just like, fucking finally. Fucking finally. A world built for me. Yes, that's the fungus from The Last of Us. Well, I hope you're all happy now. I hope you're happy now that you're choosing this. I hope it brings you bliss. I hope it does. I hope me just like saying it's so disgusting brings you bliss. Someday, I want my sister to come on the stream and we can sing for good for y'all. We're good at it. We're good at singing for good together. Not happy at all because we're not usually prone to many fungal infections due to our high body heat, but with the data from COVID, it turns out the average human body heat is dropping. My body is like 97.3. That is my temperature. It's like 97.3. And my question is about body temperature. Experts in the audience, weigh in. When you have a fever, do you want to pay attention? Does it become dangerous when it's over a certain temperature or when it's a certain temperature away from your standard body heat? My guess would be when it gets to a certain temperature, but like, would I have a fever that was a lower fever? Would I be counting as having a fever at a lower temperature if it was documented that my body temperature was lower? 97.4 to 97.6. Interesting. Your medicine done is he now is joining his her pops now. That's very cute. That's why you don't eat mushrooms. When fungi rise up, I want our new overlords to know I didn't eat them. Hello, Shaylin. Shaylin, yes doesn't help. I asked so many questions. Yes doesn't help, and I think you know this. Yeah. Ants controlled by fungus. Okay, fevers are at 100 plus no matter your body heat. It doesn't matter if you run cold. Yeah, no, 98.6 is like what it's supposed to be. But that's not what it's like for me. So if your norm is lower than probably around 103, 104 is brain cell melting. I hate when they melt my brain cells. I wish they wouldn't do that. It is my opinion they shouldn't do that. The fungi overlords can take me away. Look, When the fungi overlords come and they're like, why did you eat our kind? I'll be like, because you were so delicious and you can't overcook you. And once I say that, they're going to love me. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's a great question, Spooky Mouse. Y'all were delicious like me. Exactly. Fucking exactly. You get it. I didn't tell you all, so I went to that thing this last weekend, that Combat Radio Christmas Carol thing. And the one thing that sucked about it was that Ron Perlman and Patrick Warburton were supposed to be there. And then they fucking weren't. And then they weren't. And people were like, maybe that's who they had last year. And I think that is who they had last year. Because it was a live recording of a radio play. For raising money for not for a disease, but to do research to get rid of a disease. But in all the promo material, they were still advertising frickin'... Okay, see you later. They were advertising frickin' Ron Perlman. And he wasn't there. And I just wanted Ron Perlman to give me a little kiss. Hashtag recycled promo. I think so. I went with one goal, a singular goal, which was to get a little kiss from Ron Perlman. Now, a side quest popped up, and I did befriend a puppet. And so that's like almost as good as getting a little kiss from Ron Perlman. Now, had Ron Perlman been there, I don't know if he would have given me a little kiss. But I did come... He apparently is very anti-fascist, which we fucking love to see, especially from people who play superheroes, like Hellboy, who is also very anti-fascist. So maybe he would have... Successful side quest. Maybe he would have seen what a badass bitch I am, and he would have been like, when I shake this badass bitch's hand, I'll also give her a little kiss on the cheek. Just, normal like. Just like in a normal way. That's not weird. Thank you. I think that there was like a 10% chance that could have happened. And I could have left with my goal of getting a little kiss from Ron Perlman. All I want's a little one. We don't need to, like, I'm not saying I'm gonna say no to like tonsil hockey, but like, I just want a little one. Just a little one. Just something to keep me going through the harsh winter months. The Last Supper, which is apparently very political movie in a good way, maybe triggering to and not have aged well considering our political situation. Gotta love like the old movies that are political. But the thing is though, as much as politics hasn't changed. Okay, we are living through a fucking dictator, which I still haven't watched. I still haven't watched the interview, the Zoran Mamandi situation. I need to watch that just so I have seen it with my own two eyeballs. But like, we are living through a dictatorship, and the horrible thing is that this has happened so many goddamn times. There is nothing new under the sun. We're seeing the exact same bullshit play out the exact same ways. There's one dude who's just like, I don't care about anything except for amassing power, and I want to be the most powerful, and I want everyone to love me, and I want everybody to literally just like be murdered if they don't love me. And then we have a bunch of other people who are like, that guy's gonna rise to power because he like has some sort of a charismatic whatever about him, and so therefore I am going to I'm going to cling to this person as long as I feel like I can manipulate them, and also because I think that I'll have a better outcome if I do. And then they just pick people that they don't like and get everybody to just like side against the people they don't like. They're like, who is the most vulnerable? Who are people that there's already tensions with? And then they just go, these people, these people, these people. So there's nothing fucking new here. There's nothing fucking new here at all. It's like, it's so crazy. Like, I'm not saying that but it's like, it's so crazy how prescient it was. And it's like, yes, because this has happened so many times. And I feel like a lot of our media, between dictatorships and whatnot, is like, hi. I'm gonna just throw this out here so that maybe when it happened to you, you understand what's happening and you can like stop it and fight it, but it doesn't always work that way. What was I gonna say though? Even like the movie, Not Whack the Dog, Primary Colors was so close to what happened with like Bill Clinton and Monica Lewinsky and that whole scandal that I think they like might have even delayed the release of it, because it like that scandal broke right before, like after production, before that movie came out. And it's just wild. And it's just wild that history repeats itself like this. But we are, but time is a freaking circle, you know? It's not that surprising when you realize that we're just doing it again. Yeah, on the nose, it was. Let's see. I should watch The Last Supper and see if it's appropriate for movie night. I think I'll try. I'll try to watch The Last Supper. The Last Supper. Because I love Ron Perlman. Yeah, he says my darkness out loud. Exactly. I love this man because he hates the right people. And even if I have any doubts about him, I'm just happy he's going after the people that I hate. But of course, a lot of people don't even have doubts about him. They don't, and it's like, how could you not? I don't know. But yeah. And like, not to be a fucking total pessimist, I'm not. I would say in general, I'm an optimist. But like, we're never gonna stop doing this. Especially like, because the thing is, in my humble opinion, we've got two ways to go about like trying to make sure that dictators don't happen. We've got continue the democratic process and try to improve it, and the democratic process is flawed and people can win. Trump won. It wasn't even like a difference between electoral college versus popular vote this last time. He fucking won. Because like, you can manipulate people and you can get people to vote against their best interest. And then the other way is to make another dictator who's like, I will never let this happen again. And if you do that, at best, at absolute best, they will stop this from happening again until they die. And then they've already set up the dictatorship, and then somebody just takes over the dictatorship or whatever. And you end up with the same fucking situation. So like, I don't think we're ever going to be free of this. I think there's ways to mitigate it, but I don't think we're ever going to be free of the cycle of dictatorship in our world. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. There is a philosophy, I can read words, put forth that movie I used to hang on to, in that movie, in your head/heart, but that failed you in the Trump elections. I would love to hear what that is. It's like a core belief to you. I am so sorry that your core belief was shaken. I think a lot of people's core beliefs have been shaken. My core belief was that at the time that Nazis took over Germany, Germany was like the most progressive area of Europe at the time that started. And so there was, we're so stupid. It's so right. Yeah. If you think you're immune to this bullshit, you're not. You're not. And I hate to say that. Like, you're not. I'm not. You're not. We're not. We're not immune. We're not immune. And when you like, when you're going like, if only Bernie Sanders had won, none of this would have happened. If only this had happened, none of this would have happened. None of this would have happened. If your answer is ever, if we had elected this one good person, none of this would have happened. There's like so much. There's so much missing from that. One person can do so much. But one political leader is not going to change the world forever. At least not like to the point where it ends fascism. That will never happen. And I'm not saying that to be like, I'm saying that to be like realistic, not to like try to like bum people out. Because like the thing about radical acceptance, accepting that had Bernie won, Trump may well have won the next time. That anybody could have won and just turned around and started acting like Trump. Like anything can happen. It prepares us to actually deal with reality. And in reality, like we just need to be keeping, we can never rest on our laurels when it comes to, I keep like saying the wrong words, when it comes to this kind of stuff. Like we just can't stop fighting. We can't stop fighting for, especially locally. Things are so different in areas that have like local mutual aid and local assistance and stuff is so important. Because even when the big government turns on you, can't rest on our yannies. Exactly. You're always so right, Earth Girl. That's the thing about you, is you're always so right. Yeah, community involvement. Like, you got to do that, and you've got to keep passing bills. You've got to vote in every election. You've got to take an active role in your world, especially locally. I've never believed think locally, act globally, or think globally, act locally, more so than I do now, after getting really involved with, you know, the resistance and stuff. Like, because it's not, we're not trying, like, of course it's a great thought to be like, we're gonna stop fascism. We're not. The only thing we can do is survive. Regardless of the scenario, regardless of what's happening, regardless of who's in charge, all we can do is survive and help others survive. And that is what should be the goal of our existence as humans on this earth. So that's where I stand on this, is accept that no one's gonna fix this. There is this amazing line in the song Hell is an Elevator by Aviators, which I've sung on stream before, where it says, I don't expect a savior, so I've got to be the light. And I love it. And I'm like, I try to live that. I don't always live that, but like, you gotta be your own boyfriend. Politically, socially, in the great scheme of things, be your own boyfriend. You gotta build resilient communities, literally. Because if you're not suffering, they can't do anything to you. Like, all they can do is cause suffering. And if you are not suffering, if you have resilient communities, now given they could like fucking bomb you, but we're just not gonna like worry, like at the point that you're getting like nuclear bombed, like kiss your ass goodbye. Like, we don't need to be making time in our lives to think about that. Hot take. Maybe it's my privilege speaking, but I I think that we should stop, you know, trying to make people not use nuclear weapons, but it's not something that we should be like in our daily life actively worried about, because you're kind of just like fucked or not. Either you're fucked or you're not fucked, and there's not really an in-between. I'm gonna put another, imagine the snapback if we elected Obama and then Sanders. Exactly. There would be people who'd be like, we need literally like the Grand Wizard of the KKK to step in now. Yeah, and you know, like one would hope that if we had Obama and then we had Sanders and then Sanders, like, because that's the thing that's happening too, is that like we have the liberals tend to like make things better, and then we have like two terms of conservative or liberals and then 2 terms of conservatives. The conservatives fuck them all up, but a lot of the stuff that like happens in those people's terms from the other person it continues this thing of like, well, things were kind of better at the beginning of the Trump administration, so like maybe actually Biden's bad. And it's like, okay, well, like the bird flu is happening because of something that Trump did, but it happened when Biden was in office, and then vice versa, you know. So like maybe if we did have more of a long-standing liberal trajectory, we could be, you know, doing better, because people would start to realize like, oh wait, things are actually pretty good, and like now that I'm actually getting what I need from life, I'm not so worried about like who's using the fucking public restroom. I'm not so worried about kids playing sports now that I, you know, am actually living my life and not just like numbing myself out on social media content 24/7. Like that's the thing. But like overall, I think it's flawed to think that any one given election would have changed the course of history. That doesn't mean you shouldn't vote. You should in every election. And if you don't vote, just remember that Trump won because people voted or did not vote against him, and he puts people in concentration camps. And no matter what issues you have with Kamala, I don't think she would have done that. I don't think she would have, like, now given it's not like these internment camps for people for, you know, it's not like ICE just magically manifested under Trump. It didn't, but like it wouldn't be like this. Ask somebody very marginalized and they will tell you it's worse. That's not just more of the same. Yeah, if you can't vote, you can't bitch. Exactly. It reminds me of the first episode of the Paul TV series. Yes. When Goggins is talking to his daughter. Yeah. Exactly. Goggins was right. I kind of wished I had seen out that line that I might have seen him in, but also I'm kind of glad that I just went back to my hotel room and just like rested until karaoke. Because he was at the fan celebration. Briefly at the saloon. The guy who tipped me $50 had a drink mixed for him by Walton Goggins. I think he mixed a lot of people's drinks, actually. But what a day for that guy. Gets a drink mixed for him by Walton Goggins. And then meets me. And has the pleasure of tipping me $50. I mean, what more can you want? Well, Goggins is always right. Except for the Walmart commercials he's in. What Walmart commercials is Goggins in? Alright, I'm going to put this behind me. And I'm going to... my nose is really itchy. I've been so sniffly recently. I don't know if it's allergies or if I have like caught a very minor thing, but like last Tuesday I was also sniffling the whole time. Your kiddo, who's very boy crazy in general, can't stand looking at Walton Goggins. Look. Walton Goggins isn't a pretty man. Walton Goggins is like this man. Who you're like, you are not pleasing to look at. But I will fuck you. You're not pleasing to look at exactly, but there's more to life than looks. Exactly. Animal magnetism. He's in all the Walmart ads, including the Grinch one, which is the antithesis to the Grinch. That sucks. I did notice that. I was looking at a listing and it led me to like the Walmart app, and I saw that there was like Grinch things on it, and I was like, oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, the boy is what I like to say. I didn't actually swatch out one of the polishes I got to swatch out. That's okay. I'm just gonna stand Gumby up. And everything will be okay now. It'll be fun though. Look. I feel... Should I even say this? Walton Goggins looks like he'd fuck you real good. You know? You watch The Righteous Gemstones, and the writer of the show made us look at his dick so much. The autocorrect... Your phone was like, are they really talking about that? They're clearly talking about lions and ducks. At Walton Goggins? I'm gonna have to look at Walton Goggins' dick. Is it... Presumably it wasn't erect. But I'm curious. They say that size doesn't matter. But whoever said that doesn't have as big of ass cheeks as me. I'm not saying it's the only thing that matters. I'm just saying that at least it's got it should at least have a chance. It should at least have a chance. Why do I feel like his dick has beautiful little teeth? Oh god, Earth Girl, I'm already a bit nauseous today. And then you just said these words to my face. And somehow you're not ashamed of yourself. It's on HBO, no, but his honestly so many flaccid dicks in that show, not just his. Okay. Wait, John Goodman's in that. Do you see his dick? I would also fuck John Goodman. I do find John Goodman pleasing to look at. I wouldn't say he's like a Hollywood heartthrob hunk, but he is like very nice to look at. Real sausage fest then. Not sure I want to see a bunch of random wangs. Jack Nicholson, you can't handle the truth.gif. I literally need to take a little... I might need to go, like, I don't think this is related to what you are saying now, but I am getting nauseous. But I am getting literally nauseous. I don't think it's all the dick talk. Dick Talk, my new app. Where it's just TikToks of dicks. And then we have a bunch of, like, we have a bunch of, like, bots. Okay, hear me out. It's Dick Talk. It's Dick Talk. But there's also, half of it is dudes showing their dicks. Half of it is hot lady bots. And maybe a few hot gentleman bots. And they all just tell them how great they are. You know, you're not wrong, Shaylin. But we just go all the way. If you're trying to sign up for Dick Talk and you don't and you don't like have a dick, they'll just like not let you do it. They'll be like, nah. This is only for bots and dick havers. So y'all have to go away. But I suppose if you do want to see it, if you want to sign up for Dick Talk, I guess we can let you sign up for Dick Talk, and you can be like, wow, look at the dicks. That's what I always say if I end up seeing a lot of dicks. I'm like, wow, look at the dicks. So I guess you can get in there if you want to. But the point is, it'll be in a corner of the internet you never have to go to. But we'll put enough bots in there that all the dudes feel like they're famous for their penis. And then question mark profit, you know? You see what I mean? I think that this will work. I think this will be fine. Is Grindr Dick Talk? Grindr could be Dick Talk, but you playing. It depends. I don't know. Believe it or not, I've never been on Grindr. I have known what it is since its inception. But as not a gay man, I've never been. I mean, I guess like I kind of feel like a gay man, but not enough to feel like Grindr. I am a she/her non-binary, so I've never been on Grindr. As Ludacris says, red carpet dick, it just roll out. I wish Ludacris wouldn't say that. Is Ludacris's dick like, I feel like I have one of these things, like those like noisemakers, like those noisemakers that like roll out and you're like, beep. Ludacris's dick is just like, beep. And you're like, it's not staying up, it just keeps rolling, and it makes a terrible noise. The paper with the tassels and the wind. He has like a French tickler at the end. Always that's just how Ludacris is. That's just how he is. You don't understand. You don't know him like I do. He's just got down the stairs like a yarn ball. I like that dick rolling down the stairs like a yarn ball, leaving a trail of yarn. That's how I like it. Just like some people like a thick dick. Some people like a thinner one. I like as thin as possible for like 200 feet. And then I like to roll it up and put it in a little bowl, the little holder out the side that like looks kind of like a cattail. That's what I like. That's the kind of man I'm into. Is just like spaghettification of the dick. Oh my god. I'm not nauseous anymore. The spaghettification of the dick has cured me. I like big yards, and I cannot lie. Me, maybe. Exactly. Maybe I said that. You can say that about a lot of things. I could maybe have said so many things. And that's the truth. I have actually cleaned up. The desk looks very different right now that I have swatched all those polishes. Because so many of them were just sitting around. They're just sitting. You ever see that part in Bob's Burgers? I've been talking about it a lot. Where like Linda's sister is like, oh, I found that cat outside. He was on the porch just sitting. I think about that a lot. All right, it's 2:41. I think I might call it a day because I don't have more polishes that I would like to swatch right this minute. I don't really want to start on a new like selection of them because then I'm going to be here past when I want to be here. So I think I'm going to call it a little bit early, but I'm so excited because we are going to be watching The Mummy, which I have not seen the whole thing of in forever or ever, maybe. I'm not sure. So finally going to really experience The Mummy with y'all in the Discord, 5 p.m. PST. And then, yes. Okay, come if you can, don't if you can't. And then after that, we are going to watch one of my favorite movies of all time, which is Hot Fuzz. If you have not seen Hot Fuzz, it's probably going to be starting around 7, is my guesstimate. I will announce it before we start it. But Hot Fuzz is so good. It should have won Academy Awards. Honestly, it's so fucking good. And we're gonna watch it, and you're gonna love it, and I will see you all there, and I will be here next Friday, and I love you so much. Thank y'all for watching. See y'all later.